nagkamali ako eh. Hi, good evening.
Hello,
Hi, good evening. How are you?
hello. I'm great.
Okay. So, how is your weekend?
Um, last Saturday, I just finished my resume,
Yeah,
and the next day, Sunday, I can I go to the
I went to.
I went to
Hmm.
uh, I I had a exam, TOEIC exam.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
So, that was last week, right?
yes.
Oh, so how was your 2 week exam?
I think it was uh better than than I have practiced. Because
Okay.
I speed up my reading speed, and I just left almost 10 questions to finish, but the bell was ring.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's nice to hear. So when are you going to find the result or know the result?
The result will publish on the web on November
Mm.
15th.
November 15.
Yes,
Okay, so that's like more than 2 weeks, right?
yes.
And how did you feel on your exam? Did you feel nervous or were you happy because you think that you would be able to get, a good score?
I'm not sure about the score, but I
Mm.
think I'm really some pressure.
Oh, you
Yes,
felt you feel pressure.
yes. Before the exam,
Okay,
and
why?
during the exam, that it was very rushed. I have
Mm,
to listen carefully and pay attention and read a lot of other paragraph. Yeah, it's so tired.
oh, okay. Well, anyway, at least that you are able to finish. It means that you don't have any burden anymore. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when we are still having that or we're still waiting for it, we feel really anxious, like we cannot enjoy our weekend, we cannot enjoy regular days because you keep on thinking that. So at least it's all done.
Yes,
So you're just basically waiting for the result, and hopefully the result will become, something that you really really like. What
yes.
is the score that you're waiting?
Excuse me.
What
I
is the
I don't.
score? What's the score that you're looking or that you're wanting?
I'm looking for the score at least
Uh-huh.
700, but I wish I can reach at around 800. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I think that's something that you can make it.
thank you.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, before anything else, I was already able to browse your resume, but I haven't got any correction yet because I just came back from my short vacation. I had short vacation last week with my
Okay,
daughter.
that's fine.
So, probably I would be able to give you corrections on our next session. Okay. Did you do it? It
Do
is
what?
it is actually good, but yeah, I'll give you some of the corrections on how to improve it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, what was the last topic that we had? Can you still remember? Can you give me some summarization?
You just asked me some
Mm.
some questions about career, about my current career or the future, what
Okay.
I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yes. So, yep, we are still going to talk about that career, okay? Because that book is actually good for 1 month, and we haven't reached at the end of this month. So probably by November, that's the time that we could have a new book, okay? But anyway, it's still all about um work and job, okay?
Okay.
So I'll be still asking you a few questions about job.
Okay.
Now let's
Excuse me. Before we start, I have to told you that I have seen a job opening last Friday night
Oh, where?
on Facebook, and it
Okay.
and the company is uh, is what I'm interested in,
Mhm.
and the submit time is very short. Is yesterday night,
Uh-huh.
and so I just finished my resume on Saturday, and submit the resume.
When are you
Yes.
planning to apply for that company?
Uh, Actually, the job opening is over by an human resource agency. It's not direct
Ah, okay.
direct published
Direct.
by
Yep,
the
yep.
company. Yep. And the close time is very short. It's yesterday. It was yesterday night, so I have
Mhm.
to submit my resume before yesterday night.
Oh, I see. So that's
Yes.
the reason why you were in a rush. I'm very sorry I wasn't able to
No worry.
um yeah, check that on that day because if you told me that it's in urgent.
No worry. It is. I'm sure that bother you in your weekend.
Yeah, yeah, I'm very sorry about that. But anyway, what are the things that you like about that? About
Excuse me.
what are the things that you like about the company that you have applied?
Um, I I have to do
Uh-huh.
some observe
Mm-hmm.
survey about the Japanese career, and
Mm-hmm.
that company is Rakuten. You know that.
Yeah, yeah.
That company is most of people think that company was the entrance for foreigner get into Japanese
Mm.
company. Yeah, because their official language is English, and they have some branches in
Some branches.
different different country,
Okay.
and they are not very difficult to get in. Yeah,
Okay. You mentioned some branch. It should be some branches.
branches. Okay, sorry,
Yeah. That's okay.
branches.
Yeah, like some players. Okay. It should be always in a plural form. Okay. So
Okay.
how many branches do you know?
Um, Taiwan has a branch in Taipei
Mm-hmm.
and USA, and
Oh.
I'm not sure is there a branch in Europe.
I hope there
Um,
is.
yep.
Okay, that's really nice to hear. So I hope that you will be one of the qualified so they can call you, right? Yes. So you are a very busy person. You have so many so many things that you would like to do.
Yes.
Okay, and then next week you're gonna go to Korea, right? No, 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 it's not you. It's
No,
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
me.
Sorry, sorry. It's just I remembered someone will go to Korea and it's not you because both of you has the same initial. That student starts with J as well, but his name is J.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so no more vacation for you. Okay. Well, that's all right. Probably when you have done things that you would like to do, everything is accomplished. Yeah, I'm planning to have a long vacation probably by December because it's Christmas. So I just really hope
Oh,
that I would be able at least 1 week because I deserve that. I work very hard. I didn't have really enough sleep, so I need to have that. Okay, so Jordan, I know that you are a very young student. I mean, you're still a very young employee, but I'm quite curious. At what age do people usually begin to work in your country?
mm, in average, after you graduate from university, you are 22 years old,
Yep.
and you need to search for jobs, have some interviews. I think most of people have to work during that time.
And do you have military service?
Excuse me, I don't understand.
Do you need to go to military service just like Korea? You know what I mean? Like men in Korea needed to be enlisted in the military. They need to stay or serve their country for two
Oh
years.
yes, we have to men in Taiwan have to serve for 1 year in the
Okay.
military.
I,
Yep.
how old were you when you went to military service?
Uh, if you have if you are not a student
Uh-huh.
and you are older than 18, you have to serve.
Mm. So you
So
did not
once
do it.
you finish your once once you finish your education, you will
Okay.
go to military immediately. Yep.
Okay. So you guys are still lucky because in Korea it's 2 years. And
Oh.
it's mandatory. Everybody would do that, all the men. Except if you are ill, if you have if you cannot do it, like you have a health problem. Second, if of course if you have mentally problem, you're crazy, stuff like that, psychological problem. Or number three, my student told me that if you have if you have a job serving like a serving in the government, then you don't need to do it. Yeah, because
Oh.
that's what he said. So anyway,
Uh,
just
actually,
mhm.
serve in military for 1 year is old policy, and the newest
Ah,
one is serve for 4 months.
can you tell me more about that? Oh, Jordan, just give me 20 seconds. I need to turn down the rice cooker. Okay?
Okay.
Just one moment. All right, thank you so much.
Okay.
I tasted the food that I am cooking. It's all done. Anyway, okay. So, yep, you mentioned that it is an old tradition, right? Hey. Hey, what happened?
Sorry, I'm just touched the cancel button.
I
Sorry.
thought you're angry.
No, no.
Oh,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
And that's okay. All right. So you said that what I've said to you, going to the military service is an old tradition, right? So how
Yes.
is it now?
Um, if your birthday is after 1997,
Uh-huh.
You have to serve in military only for 4 months.
Oh.
Yes. So my brother is after 1997. So he only served in military for 4 months.
He is very lucky.
Yeah, and we have very different kind of
Uh-huh.
different way to serve
How?
the
Uh-huh.
yeah and I served and my I served in a school in high school
Uh-huh.
for my 1 year
Oh.
yes.
Okay, so that is you felt I guess jealous, right?
Yes.
Okay. But can you find any importance of doing that in your life? Because, well, I'm not saying it's not important, okay? I just want basically to hear your own opinion. Because there are some students that I talk, okay, especially in Korea, they are really against it because it's like they are wasting their 2 years. Because of the women, they can work. I mean, earlier than them. You know what I mean? Because they
Yes.
have to go to military service for 2 years. So
Yes.
it's like, teacher, you know what? It's kind of unfair because women, my friends who are happen to be a women, they can go to work earlier than me. They can save money earlier than me. They can finish masters earlier than me, like that. So of course I cannot complain because I'm not from that country.
Yes, I feel the same way. I feel it's unfair.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's
Mhm.
kind of unfair as well to you. Yeah. Okay,
How
but
about in Philippines?
we don't have that.
What? You don't have
We don't
military?
have military service. It's because being a military or a soldier is already a job. So
Oh,
when you finish high school, those people, especially of course men who cannot afford going to college, especially from the province, right? They don't have really much opportunity to study, so they usually enroll there because they can earn money at the same time. Okay, so
okay, I see.
it's not there are a lot of people doing that already for money's sake. So we don't need to have it mandatory to all people because again, there are already so many people who would like to be there.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, I think it's also somehow really good because just in case war happen, we don't know what might happen in the future. At least you guys are ready, right?
Ready for what?
Ready, like you are being trained. Well,
Oh,
anyway, it changed already, so I don't know. Basically, cause Philippine um I cannot say that because it's all about China. there is
okay.
always there is always, like a fight might happen between China and the Philippines because of the island. I'm not sure
Really?
if you heard that because there is an island nearing the Philippines which is, China is claiming that this is their property. But United Nation, have you heard about United Nation?
United Nation.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
yep, this is a world organization, right, for
Yes.
peace. So they are already they agreed that that island is already us. It's because it's nearest in the Philippines. But China did not accept it. So there are still a lot of Chinese nationals who are actually still residing there, but it's already us. So you know the reason why Chinese like that island? Because
Why?
it is rich of natural resources. There are a lot
Oh,
of fishes, a lot of, minerals or natural resources can be found from that island. So their fishermen usually go there for fishing. Okay, they can catch a lot of fish. Now, Filipino are also going there, of course, to catch fishes. Now, what happened is that they bullied Filipino.
Oh,
So that's basically what happened. Like we talk about this to United Nation, and the United Nation told to China there is already an agreement, like a letter telling that it's Philippines property, but they cannot accept. So we are weak country. We know that because we are poor. So even we want to fight for our rights, something might happen to us because they have their nuclear bomb. You know what I mean? It's a big country. It's also powerful.
yes, I
So
know.
we could not really fight against them. So it's just so sad.
So Philippines and China have a bad relationship.
Yeah, bad relationship, but our president is trying to have a good relationship with them.
Okay.
I don't know. That's also basically what my Korean student told me, Jordan.
Okay.
My Korean student told me that there is also an island. I think it's a Dodo Island. I forgot the name, which is claiming by the China. I don't know,
So you have an Korea student.
because I used to work in Korea as well.
Oh, you haven't said that.
Yeah, I've been to many countries already to teach. So I work in Korea for a few months only because that is only an English camp. You know, an English camp only lasts for 2 months.
Oh, I know.
I tried that when I was a bit younger. I did not tell that to you because it was just a short experience. Yeah. So my Korean students told me that. So yeah. Anyway, um, if that's the youngest age or usually age, okay, for people to work in your country, how about at what age do people usually retire in your country? Retirement age.
Mm, the government said that you can retire after 65 years old.
Oh,
Yeah,
65 years old.
yeah, but I think it depends on what kind of job you are working.
Mhm.
If you are management,
Mhm.
or if you are manager, or it's very different
Mhm.
from workers. Yeah.
Okay, if
Uh,
you will be given a chance, okay? Because I don't want to retire at that age, to be honest. I think 65 years old is too much for me. Like me, if I will be given a chance, I want to get retired at the age of 50. That's too early, probably. But because I don't want to work at that age anymore, I just want to have my own business. You know, I don't know. That's something that I want. Of course, it's gonna be different from yours or other people. But how about you?
mm, uh, I will consider if that job is very. I have some achievement in that job, and anything else I want to achieve
Mm,
during that time. Yes.
okay. Do you have any plan to make your own business or to have your own business in the future?
I'm not sure. I'm just a programmer.
Mm,
It's very hard to run a company
yeah, correct.
in technology field. Yeah.
But I'm really a business, a businesswoman. I really, really wanted to um have a job. I mean, have a business. Right now, I'm also doing a business, but it's just a small one. But I'm still earning.
What
So
kind of a business you
it's an
dedicated in?
online shopping.
Online shopping.
I sell products in online. Like example Alibaba, right?
I know.
We
Shopee.
yeah. Oh, Shopee.
I know. Taiwan also has Shopee,
Yeah, I'm selling things or products in Shopee. I'm selling clothes and bags.
and they are hiring engineers in Singapore.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I started only last year. I just tried because Um, I I was still at home that time because I'm having a baby. You know, she's like 3 months old, and I felt really bored. I was teaching
Oh,
as well, but only for 3 hours. And then my baby is sleeping all the time.
oh.
So, and there are a
So
lot
what
of
kind of merchandise you sell?
clothes and bags.
Philippine clothes and bag.
Yes, yes. Um, in my place, it's a garment capital of the Philippines. Garment. It's a fabric capital. So all the products for clothes are really made here in my place, in my hometown. And they are
Oh,
actually selling that to other countries, other part of the Philippines. So when I am buying things or clothes in this place, it's very cheap. When I'm selling that to Shopee, it's twice or thrice.
wow.
Okay, so that's the profit. And I'm doing this every morning. And I also have a nanny, someone who can help me. It's just very easy. You know what? It's because they're just gonna buy products. You will check on that. You have the item. You're gonna pack the product. The delivery man will go here in the morning, will get the product, will send it to to those people who bought it. And then the money, it will be sent to my bank account. So it's not really stressful. It's just that sometimes, because it's, the cash on delivery term.
Hmm.
Do you know it?
Okay.
Cash on delivery.
Cash and delivery. Okay, I know.
Like, there are people who will order, they're gonna just pay it when they have received it. Sometimes they're not getting it. Like, they just making some, have fun ordering
Oh,
without paying. So it's very hassle because you work hard for that and then they're not going to get it. So yeah, that is just the one of the disadvantages. Yeah, it's very tiring, but it's nice.
and how about the money compared to your daily life and your daily work?
What do you mean, the profit?
Yeah, the profit. Yes, the profit.
It's the combination of like my 1.5 salary in a month.
One, one and a half. Wow.
Yep. So for this one, I'm just doing this for 2 hours in the morning. Okay, but during weekend I need to get a lot of items in my supplier so I can have it delivered. And I have someone who can help me, my nanny. I'm paying for her. She's the one who's taking good care of my baby. I'm giving her extra money when I need help.
Oh, oh. So you use like the less time, but makes
Yeah. Yeah.
much money than your work.
Yeah.
Wow, it's great.
So it's nice. So it's that's the reason why sometimes um I cannot understand lazy people.
And how about your like online course, like what you're doing now?
I'm sorry.
And how about the profit compared to your English
Online.
online course?
What I love about online is that um I'm enjoying the job. I'm not considering this as my job right now. It's because I'm talking to a different people. It's so nice. Like, you're just talking to a friend and it's not really stressful. When you talk to a younger students, like a 5, 7 years old, no matter how high the salary you're gonna give me, I'm not going to accept that. It's very stressful to teach kids. No, it's
Wow.
it's r- it's it's truth because there should be a camera. If there's no camera, they will not be able to learn because you
Oh,
need to show everything, like, hey, this is Apple, and then you need to be sound really sweet. Hi, how are you today, like that. It's a totally different person in front of the camera. It's, oh my gosh, like 100% of my energy should be there. You will
okay,
understand once you have a kid.
okay.
The salary is here is still okay. It's actually higher than my salary in my company.
Oh, so
Okay.
you earn a lot of money in Philippines.
In the Philippines, probably.
Yep,
But when I go to another country, it's not. In the Philippines, compared to my friends, yep, I'm earning more than them.
yep. Oh,
But my
yeah,
salary in another country when I was still working abroad, it's still of course a lot.
sure. It has to be.
So for me to be able to have that kind of salary, the one that I had in, in Korea or in Singapore before in China, I need to work like three jobs. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. But
Oh,
that's okay. Alright, so that's gonna be 65 years old, and right now you still don't have plan to do it. Okay, so let's say that it's already your retirement age. Okay?
okay.
What do you think you will do after that?
Mm, after that,
Yeah.
mm, I want to own a place, own a land and build my own house. Um, and maybe wake up in the morning and doing some exercise with my wife,
Mhm.
and go abroad for traveling maybe several times a week, and several times a
Mhm.
year, every
Mhm.
year. Yep.
That is something
Mm.
that I want to do as well.
And I'm
But
not sure I will live
mhm.
in Taiwan or maybe Japan
Yeah,
when
Japan.
I was old, because I'm not sure I will meet someone
Mhm.
that time. And Japanese society is very great for retirement. Their
Yep.
environment, their
Mhm.
food, their air is very great.
Mhm.
Then it's greater than better than Taiwan.
Yep.
Yes.
I guess so. Do you know that there are a lot of old people in Japan who are still
Yeah,
alive? Yeah.
yeah, it's very a lot of old people.
And
Last
they,
time I went
mhm.
to Japan, and their their taxi driver is very. They are all very
Old.
old. They are
Wow.
all younger
Very
people,
healthy.
maybe
Mm.
70 or 80 years old.
Wow. That is really good. But yeah, because I think of their lifestyle, their environment, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I hope I reach that age because sometimes, to be honest, I am not really taking good care of myself. Like I sleep late, I don't usually eat healthy food, I don't exercise. I need to change this lifestyle, right?
yeah, but it's very hard once you have a baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct. Probably when my baby became like 3 years old, I will really do those things like exercise. Exercise is very important. It's just that I cannot do it right now because she's still very young. I'm doing breastfeeding. You know what I mean? So she needs me every time.
oh,
Yeah, so it's just so hard. Probably when she reached 3 years old, she doesn't really need me that much. So that's basically what will happen. Okay, so yep. And my God, can you talk about what a typical day at your current job like? What is your daily routine in your job?
daily routine in my job.
Yep.
In the morning, I'll check my mailbox. Is there something urgent,
Mhm.
or some, yeah, some bugs I need to fix?
Mm.
Yep. After that, I'll check a system we built for our team, and that
Okay.
system will list some issues, some bugs on that.
Mhm.
And if I was assigned as
Uh-huh.
issue, and I need to fix it and update some status, some root cause, and how do I solve it? Yeah.
Do you feel like sometimes giving up because of your job? Like,
Um,
hey, I don't want to do this anymore.
that's what I feel right now. I'm so
Mm.
tired of the
Mhm.
of that kind of job because
Mhm.
in the very beginning I'm doing some image processing task,
Mhm.
but the function is finished and we are not develop that kind of function anymore. And after that, I just fix some bugs and day after day. So I feel it's very boring, and it it's not make me life better. I can learn some new techniques, and
Okay.
yeah,
All right. So that's okay. I guess it's just normal to feel sometimes, tired and sometimes feeling like giving up. But the most important thing is that the next day you won't feel the same way because that's already bad. It means that you're already lacking of motivation. And if your job is no longer makes you happy, it's not giving you any motivation at all. I think that's the time that you need to quit. Even you love people who are there because it happened to me as well. I love people working there. I love my friends there, but the job itself
yes,
is not making me happy anymore. Like I feel like someone is dragging me just to go to work and I'm not happy about that.
yes,
So I quit and I'm happy because of my decision.
yes. I'm working on it.
Right. Okay. So can you describe how about those people that you work with? I want to hear people that
Mm,
you work with.
actually, my my team member is very to my company. Our team is
Mhm.
composed very different, very
Mhm.
strange because our company is doing some manufacturing for other big companies, but I'm
Mhm.
a startup in any
Mhm.
company, so we need to build our own brand, and we are usually need to programming, but the other part of the company they don't have to. They just manufacturing the some components of the devices. Yet, and so we just maintain the website and maintain servers. So my college actually are more creativity, more positive than other parts of the company, and they are also very kind to work
Mhm.
with. And in my at the very beginning in my career, they help me a lot. And they teach me some skills I have never learned
Yes.
in my school. Yep.
Okay, so it means that they help you to grow, right?
Yes.
I like that kind of friends or colleagues at work because there's no jealousy, they're not jealous about you because I have experience having um friends at work who are jealous about my success. Like they're not happy. They will pull you down instead of
Oh.
helping you to grow. So, like what I mentioned, I have experienced a lot of companies. So, more likely, that's also one of the reasons why I quit.
Oh,
Okay. So, my next question to you is, um, do you, my God, I don't do this. Do you ever work overtime? If so, do you get paid more for overtime work?
no, I'm seldom work overtime,
Mm-hmm.
and because I think I'm the rookie of of my team, and I don't have much responsibility for my project.
Mm-hmm.
We don't I don't have to, and I'm not a project owner. I'm just doing some tests, but some some of my senior college they have to, yeah, especially before the releasing date of our software.
Okay, I see. Oh, in Taiwan, okay, it's very like common. Is it very common that your boss, hey, go on overtime for 5 hours for 3 hours, or it's your own decision?
Mm, most of time, the superior will not told you like that clearly. They maybe just bought you a coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and it means ask you to work overtime, and or just send you a mail and ask you to fix some bugs, do some tests, just before maybe 5 o'clock p.m. And you once you receive that email, you will know you have to work overtime because your boss said he wants the report tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Okay, so that's still okay. If you're not feeling fine, is it okay not to go overtime even the company required you?
Excuse me, could you say it again?
If you're not feeling well, and if the company or your boss required you to go on overtime, is it okay or not?
I think it's okay.
All right, that's nice. Okay. So, next is here. You're working right now because in the Philippines, it's quite normal that we have full-time job, we have part-time job. Okay, just like what I'm doing right now.
Yes.
Is it common in Taiwan? I don't think it's common.
You said you have a full-time job, and after job
I mean,
you have a
it's
part-time job also.
yeah, it's kind of common in I was doing that before, okay? It's common in the Philippines that employees are working full time at the same time they have part-time job. Like sometimes they have work Saturday, Sunday, it's another company. Sometimes only at night in the computer for 3 hours. Yeah.
I think it's not usual in Taiwan unless
Mhm.
you are very poor. You need some money. You have to work two jobs. But I think most of people in Taiwan only have one full-time job. Yeah.
Okay. So that's something which is very very common because that's also what I have observed. Okay. And do you know someone? I don't know. I think it's not common as well in Taiwan. I'm always like comparing my country to your country. Now my question, do you like your boss right now? Why or why not?
Um, I think. the new boss, I love, I like him,
Mhm.
and because he's much reasonable than the former one, and he has a background in computer science. He's not emotional.
Mhm.
He's always make right decisions, and he's willing to some take some
Mhm.
uh take some what to say and take some responsibility of the result. Yes.
What is that again? The last word? Responsibility?
Of the result, whatever is good or bad,
Okay.
he is willing to take it.
Ah, he is a
But
risk taker.
oh yes, respect. And
Mhm.
but my former boss,
He
he
isn't like that.
is a upside person
Uh-huh.
to my current boss. Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes.
How about your previous boss? You
Uh,
you did not like him?
no, he's he, he's less of ability,
Mm,
and he just talking and don't
okay.
doing anything, and just doing some paperwork, some PowerPoints,
Okay.
and I saw the PowerPoints. It is very ridiculous. It's
Mm,
actually copy from my college, and what he talk is not uh most of the time what he talk is not be able to make it happen. It just his fantasy world. I don't know how to say. He's weird, and I can
okay.
figure out how can he enter the company and work for a long time. It's
Mm.
very weird.
Okay. So you're lucky because he is no longer your boss,
Yes,
but definitely you've also learned something from that boss, right?
yes,
Okay. So next is um now we have talked about military service before, okay?
yeah.
Now, do you think women, all right, is or do you think it's acceptable for women to be in military? Why or why not?
I think it's acceptable because um, we are a country. We are not a country during wartime, and I think there are a lot of things
Mm.
women can do,
Mhm.
like paperwork and some some jobs don't need a lot of physical exercise. Yeah,
Mhm. Okay.
and yeah,
Yes. And we do have monthly period. That's the most difficult part for military service.
what is
You
that?
you know monthly period? Hang on a sec. Let me just put it here. Monthly period. Because I'm actually taking down the vocabulary. Okay. So I will just type it first and let me explain to you. Military. Sorry, not military. Monthly period. There. So this is the time wherein we are having monthly period like a red days every month.
What is red days?
Ah, You know
Oh, I know.
the blood for women every month.
I know.
Okay, so that's very tough. If we are in the military service, we have monthly period every month, and there are women who are having dysmenorrhea. This one, dysmenorrhea is a kind of disease wherein they are experiencing painful experience or painful thing whenever they have monthly period, and I have that.
Oh, I know.
So can you imagine that? So it's gonna be not really okay.
Okay, I see.
Yep. All right. So my next question to you is, do you think your company is well run, running well?
I think it's well wrong because
Uh huh.
my company said that last year they are the profit is very high.
Mhm.
Uh, I think the number is uh, maybe a- 18 billion. I think
Mhm.
the
Eight.
profit last year
Wow.
18 billion. Yeah, and we still expand our branch in Europe. So I think my company is very well run. Yeah,
Okay, that's nice. All right. Same. I think so because you wouldn't stay there if the company is not running well, right? You will, of course, think about your future. Oh my God, this company is not running well. It might close soon. I'm going to quit. Okay. So, um, for my last question, because our time is not enough for all the questions that I'm actually running on my mind, I write it everything that I want to ask from you.
excuse me. Can you ask you to share with me? And you said that you work for different countries and there are different people you are work with. And
Yeah.
could you share with me how about your experience to work with Chinese or Singapore or
Okay.
Australia?
Um, for Chinese, they are actually the longest. For China, that's the longest country I worked for, because it's gonna be 5 years, right? So, most of course, I'm kind of familiar. I'm really familiar with their culture, with their food, and their attitude. Okay, Chinese are very strict when it comes to work. They don't want someone who will, come late. Because in Australia, it's okay if you come late. Like example, 15 minutes. Extend your time.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're late. Okay, just extend your time like that. So in China, it's not like that. You're really strict. Like if you're just late for 2 minutes, like your boss will just really stare at you, look at you really bad. So I never wanted to become late in China because of that situation. For me, Chinese are nice. There are people who are nice, but I think Singaporean are more educated.
Oh,
My God, it's so hard to tell it to you. Because
what?
you might have some bad reactions about my my experience.
No,
Um,
then you don't have to worry.
Chinese are good, but they are not kind of open-minded. You cannot
Yeah.
tell anything to them. Like if you're going to raise a different topic and they have different opinion, they're gonna fight for it. They will not respect your opinion most of the time. They're like that. So for example, I talk about politics. They will not agree with you. Um, yeah, they will fight for that. Even you're a teacher, they should be the one who will win. That's how I experience about them. So when I told them, "Hey, Taiwan is not a province of China, it's a country. They have their own flag." Did I tell that to you? I fought with a student because I fought really hard because she told me, teacher, what are the countries that you have visited? So I said, a lot: Australia, China, Japan, Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Taiwan. And then she said, say it again, teacher. Then I said, Taiwan. Teacher, Taiwan is not a country. And then I said, of course not. Like that. Taiwan has their own flag. They have their own government. They have their own president. So how come they are not a country? She said no, and that's how our fight or argument started. So she did not want to accept my opinion. I was just basically, saying that my opinion is this is a country. Yeah. So they kind of,
Okay.
most of them are close-minded,
Yes.
and a lot more. Yeah, I basically probably will tell you more on of experience, but you know what? Australian bosses, they're super nice. Australian people are really nice. They call you love, hey love, even they don't know you. Hey love, can you
It's
just
weird.
can you please close the door? Yeah, they say it, love. That's their endearment.
Oh.
They call it love for someone who is younger than them. So love, can you please close the door for me? Like that. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, Australian are nicer, Singaporean are educated. They are really educated. They are smart. You cannot lie to them. They are really smart. They know when someone is lying. So what else? Koreans, basically Koreans are kind of narcissism, meaning to say they love themselves. They have high thinking about themselves. They are higher like that. Oh my gosh. It's a bad thing, but that's my opinion. They think that they are higher compared to other races. Yeah.
Yes, I think the same to Japanese.
Yeah.
They are think they think they are the best races in Asia.
Yeah. So
Yes.
see? But of course, again, not all of them are like that. Most probably, most of them.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can probably talk more about these experiences um probably on Thursday, but I really enjoyed talking to you, Jordan. Um
Okay.
the last word that I told you, okay, is endearment. That one. Um,
What is imperial?
yeah, that's why. Yeah, endearment is like a sweet name that someone is calling you. Like when you're in a relationship, you call them honey,
Oh, okay.
love. So in Australia, love is also being used to their girlfriend, but they are also being used that one to someone, anybody. So that's their endearment for everybody. Love.
Okay.
Okay?
I think my girlfriend will be angry from there.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that.
Okay.
Okay, so Jordan, I'll talk to you on Thursday, and yeah, have a good night.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.